Well, we've got some more fallout from Fox's departure from their top-rated primetime host, Tucker Carlson. Their ratings hitting a major tanking. I think he was getting at 1.3 to 4 million viewers, and then with Brian Kilmeade, it went down to like 1.5. I think CNN or MSNBC beat them one night. CNN. Eric Bolling is about to beat now them. Watch out. Thank you for watching now. Newsmax.
Keep in mind, he was the #1 host in all of cable television. So let's go right into that. Here to discuss, we're joined by Washington editor of The Spectator, Amber Athey, and media strategist and host of What's Bugging Me podcast, Dennis Kneale. Good morning to both of you.
We got that full screen up, and if you want to pull that full screen up about Tucker there, favorable. Tucker Carlson is more popular than Fox News. Favorable, 59%. Unfavorable, 30. I mean, he's more popular than Fox News.
No, the bottom line is if he was running for office against Fox News, he would, as of this poll, he would win. So, Dennis, we're going to jump in here. Let's get right into it. Former Fox anchor Megyn Kelly pointed out Fox's ratings nightmare, while Newsmax we're seeing a major spike, which I'm very happy about. I want to welcome all the new viewers for joining us. We appreciate you joining in. But let's take a listen to Megyn Kelly.
But what if Tucker actually went to 8 p.m. on Newsmax? Our friend Eric Bolling is there now, who we both love. But I'm just saying, what if he did move to 8 and let's say Eric moved to 9? Just this past week, during the 8 p.m. hour, Eric Bolling averaged 562,000 viewers. Last Tuesday, he averaged 122,000. So the Fox News audience is going click and moving over to Newsmax right now. Imagine if it were Tucker in that spot.
Yeah, imagine if it was Tucker in that spot.
So let me just point out, as a former network anchor, guys, if I may, all of the things showing up in that clip. First of all, you've got Megyn Kelly, who left Fox under, controversy and then kind of failed at NBC News. She knows what it's like to get fired. You've got Melissa Francis on the right. She's a friend of mine. That was the other blonde you saw in that scene. She was let go by Fox Business. You end up getting let go so fast, and it happens so fast. And then an incident like that suddenly gets viewers checking out new places. And with Tucker gone, my gosh, the popularity ratings. If I were running Fox News, I might want to get rid of a guy who's more popular than my entire company. I got to tell you. The question there is, will Newsmax hold on to these big gains it's getting? Because sometimes things revert to the mean. People go back unless they get something that keeps them there. And that's going to be determined by who's sitting in that seat. Now, Brian Kilmeade is such a good guy for Fox. He's a longtime veteran.
He's a company man, right?
A very, very common presence. He's very familiar. And that 50% ratings plunge, he's out of the running now. They're going to try a new, younger anchor.
Lawrence Jones.
There is 30 years old. I question whether a 30-year-old has the gravitas to have a show like this.
Right. He's an investigative reporter normally, and I believe Sean Hannity was the first one to give him his start. And a friend of mine knows Lawrence Jones, and his politics are in the middle. So I think it's interesting that not only is he 30 years old, but that the next person they put in Tucker's place is somebody who is a self-professed independent and a moderate.
And he gets a week tryout. So there's no question Fox
News is going left.
Yeah. And he gets a week tryout, and then they go to someone else, I believe,
Next one is trans TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney. You heard it here first. I'm joking. It's a joke. Amber, I want you to take a look at this Rasmussen poll. Does Tucker... take a look at this poll right here. We talked about this earlier. Can we also put up the other graphic, too, about the ratings, how we've seen them spike here at Newsmax? We're talking like huge gains. 8 p.m. hour, 261%. Total day, 113%. Prime time up 220%. Does this surprise you, Amber, that it's not just the 8 p.m. hour where we're seeing this huge rating spike? And Eric has always put on a fantastic show, but we're seeing it across the board. Does that surprise you?
No, it doesn't. Look, I think there are a lot of people who watched Fox News only for Tucker. And now that he's gone, they are taking their loyalties elsewhere. So I'm not surprised by that at all. And I think that a lot of people don't understand why it is that Tucker was so popular. Yes, he was a voice for the new right. He was sort of a kingmaker in the conservative movement. But his show was also really, really unique. He talked about a lot of stories that you don't get to hear on a normal cable news, political-oriented program. He talked about UFOs. He talked about weird cow sacrifices. He would talk about interesting pop culture stories. He was always kind of mining the cultural zeitgeist for these undercovered stories. And so every time you tuned into his show on Fox, you knew that you were going to get something different than anything else you were watching on TV at the time.
She's right. And we do that. We try to do that here in Newsmax as well.
No, absolutely. I think Tucker had a very different perspective. He didn't always he was not a company man. We know that much. And he wasn't loyal to any party. He threw out things that I think really caused debate. And with 30 seconds left, we'll give us the last word to you, Dennis.
Well, everyone's wondering, where will Tucker land?
That's
now,
right.
Every other anchor who leaves, you can't get back on air right away. They pay you out and they keep you off the air on purpose. They don't want that to happen. So Tucker, Elon, start a nightly 8 o'clock program on the Twitter platform. That's the next new network, unless, of course, he ends up coming here to Newsmax.
We shall see.
Well,
We should have a betting pool going on. Amber Athey, thank you so much for your insight. Dennis Kneale, as always, we love having you here.
Thanks, guys.
Your podcast, What's Bugging Me, available on iTunes and Ricochet. Make sure you check it out. It's awesome, just like you're awesome. Thank you so much, Dennis Kneale and Amber.